Welcome to another episode of Through the Explore Travel Vlog. In today's episode, we'll embark on a culinary journey as we explore the rich history of a cafe and bar that has stood the test of time for over 700 years. Join us as we delve into the captivating tales and delectable cuisine that make up the hidden treasures of this charming establishment. Our focus for this episode is the Perky Peacock Café, nestled in the historic city of York. The other day, we checked out the areas around York Museum Gardens and the Lendal Tower side of Lendal Bridge and the River Ouse. When I learned more about this place, I found a cafe called Perky Peacock. It's in the Barker Tower, which is on the other side of Lendal Bridge and the River Ouse. So, in this episode, let's take a closer look at this 14th century tower that has been turned into a comfy cafe. Barker Tower, home to the Perky Peacock Café and Bar, situated on the opposing bank of the River Ouse from Lendal Tower, occupies a historic position at the confluence of the river and the ancient medieval town center. Its origins trace back to the 14th century, when it was originally constructed with the primary objective of regulating the flow of river traffic into York. The collaboration between Barker Tower and Lendal Tower involved the installation of a substantial iron chain stretched between the two edifices, effectively barricading the entry of boats into the city. This strategic measure served two primary purposes. Firstly, it bolstered the city's defenses by blocking potential river-based attacks, exploiting a vulnerability in the city walls. In essence, these twin towers were integral components of York's formidable fortifications. However, their central function was to impose toll charges on incoming boats, generating revenue for the city. Barker Tower played a defensive role safeguarding against potential threats, such as the rebellion led by the Earl of Northumberland and Westmoreland in 1584. The earliest documented record of Barker Tower dates back to 1380, when Thomas Smith was appointed as the keeper of the chain. However, even before this period, the tower had been leased out to ferrymen. In 1344, a woman named Agnes operated a ferry service from the tower, providing transportation for patients and staff to St. Leonard's Hospital. This ferry service became obsolete in 1863 with the construction of Lendal Bridge. In the Victorian era, Barker Tower experienced a new phase of utility, serving as a mortuary at one point and later housing an art gallery. So let's explore the cafe. It was a Sunday afternoon. The cafe was crowded, so we had to wait for our turn. We couldn't find seats upstairs. They had tables downstairs, and there was also the option to sit by the River Ouse. Since it was very cold outside, we decided to sit downstairs. We ordered Calabo chocolate drops, hot chocolate topped with cream and marshmallows, grilled sausage and bacon in a soft bread, and a mug of soup with bread and butter. It was a great experience to have a meal in a tower that dates back to the 14th century. When we go up the stairs near the cafe, we get to a place on the York City Walls Trail. If you go to the right, it takes you to Micklegate. And if you go to the left, you'll find Lendal Bridge. The view from Lendal Bridge is absolutely stunning, especially with the vibrant fall colors. This is Lendl Tower, as mentioned earlier. It's a medieval tower originally built around 1300 and was a part of York's defenses, along with Barker Tower in England. Starting in 1616, the tower played a role in supplying piped water to the city and became known as the Water House. Interestingly, a lease of 500 years was granted for a price of 1 peppercorn. Afterward, it was converted into offices. In recent years, since 2010, it has been renovated for residential use and is now available for rent. We can't wait to bring you more fascinating insights and stories about this historic city on our next episode. If you liked the video, please hit the like button, share, and don't forget to subscribe.